This year, I failed. I told everyone who cared to listen that I needed 10k subscribers on both of my YouTube channels. A big, bold, audacious goal. But I never came close. The fault is mine alone. I lacked consistency. I failed to maintain discipline. I wasn't ready to pay the daily price for the success I claim I wanted. But in this failure, I found clarity. I realized it's not the destination that truly matters, but the journey and the lessons learned along the path. Because ultimately, the measure of success isn't a milestone, it's the value I deliver and the community we build here together. To every single person who subscribed, watched, and liked my video this year, your engagement, your time, and support made a genuine difference, and for that, I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. The coming year will be different. It demands more than just trying harder. It demands building a system. Systems designed to make success inevitable. I look forward to delivering consistent value in the chapter ahead. See you in the new year. Thank you all, and God bless you. So there you have it. Our 2025 so far. 2025 is gone now, and the new year 2026. And it's kind of funny because like I said in the video, I set a goal to hit 10,000 subscribers on both of my YouTube channel before the end of 2025. Before the end of 2025, we're going to have 10,000 subscribers on Make Fortunes, 10,000 subscribers on Trailblaze Tech. I said it. God willing, it will be accomplished. Yeah. And, well, we fell short of that goal. But if you know me, you know um, we don't take failure as defeat. We learn from our failures and push forward to attain greater things. You know, there's a saying that goes, a father told his son that, son, I won't be mad if you aim high and miss, but I'll have a real problem if you aim low and hit. So I guess that's what we did in 2025. We aimed high and miss. It's far more better and satisfying than aiming low and hit. So right here, I have my content engine. This will plan and script the videos on the channel, Make Fortunes and Trailblaze Tech. The 2025 has been a wonderful year. I created more content this year than I did any other year prior. And I expect 2026 to be explosive, like far, far better. More content, more production, more expansion, more leveraged opportunities, and so on and so forth in this year 2026. So 2025, we did a lot. We created a lot of videos. I believe one of the major first videos we started creating back then was in May. I think May. No, the first video we did on the channel was like this year, I guess, was how to get free courses on Udemy. After that, we did the CIBM video, and since then, it has just been roller coaster of more and more videos. So right here in the upload checklist, these are a few of the videos that I created last year rather. Protect yourself online, how to get 1 terabyte of storage, the most useful AI tools, self-education blueprints, why your digital identity is more valuable than your resume, money demands accountability, how to build portfolio website with AI, steps to financial freedom, and the most recent, which was how to design a website for your business. And other ones like the CIBM video, like I talked about, and how to get free online courses. Those are a few of the videos we created this year. Now, I believe 2026 is going to be better. So, what subscribers do we end up with in 2025. Here we have it. As at 30th of December 2025, on Make Fortunes, we had 147 subscribers. On Trailblaze Tech, we had 104 subscribers. The views on Make Fortunes, 10,839. On Trailblaze Tech, 6,960. And the number of videos on the channel, Make Fortunes had 23 videos, Trailblaze Tech 24 videos. So that's a wrap for 2025. Now, a new year 2026 is upon us, and one thing I've realized is setting goals is important. Goals are very, very crucial, very important to attaining anything in life. But I realized in this year I want to take a very different approach. I'm going to set goals. Goals are important, but I believe what is more important are putting systems in place. Systems, goal. One thing about goal that I learned is that, okay, for example, you set a goal to hit, let's say, 10,000 subscribers. That's the goal. And you hit that 10,000 subscriber. So what next do you do? Set another goal. You keep the goal post keeps changing. But when you have a system in place, like your system, instead of a goal of setting 10,000 subscribers, a system can be that you are going to ensure that you create the best content that you know how to create, or that you set a system of making sure that every single video that you create delivers much more value to the viewers and to those who consume your content. And by so doing, by setting systems in place, it affords opportunities for a lot of goals to be achieved. So instead of just setting a particular milestone, by putting systems in place, it makes achieving your goals to be inevitable, because you put systems in place to create the best content out there. By just setting those systems in place, it's you wouldn't even know when all those goals will be achieved, because that system is just on autopilot. It's just there. And by creating such systems, the subscribers, which was your initial goal, just keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. But you didn't focus on the subscribers, you focus on building systems. So systems is going to be preferred this year 2026 than setting goals. We're going to set systems in place, content creating systems. That's why we have our content engineer, which is going to be used to plan and organize our systems for content creation. So content engine, remember the goal is the system are going to be put in place in order to hit all these milestones of 1 million, 10 million, even 50 million subscribers. As long as the right system is in place, all these goals are going to be met. So now, books. I want to talk about books. I kind of want to be a numbers guy this year. I want to pay very rapt attention to the numbers. I checked the numbers for last year. I asked myself, how many books do you read last year? And yeah, I listened to some audiobooks and the rest, but intentionally I couldn't pinpoint one particular book that I read in the year 2025 and now, and it was so devastating for me, because the truth of the matter is that you can't give what you don't have. I claim I want to deliver value through my channel, through my videos and the rest, but when you are not equipped with that knowledge, you what you tend to give out will be something generic, something vague that anybody else can get. But when you choose the path of investing in knowledge, and by the way, let me just put this out there. I'm recording this video at around, what's the time now? I'm recording this video currently at 4:17 a.m. I woke up this morning at around 2 a.m. and I've just did some planning and the rest, and I'm recording this video right now, 4:18. Currently it's 4:18 a.m. I just want to put it out there. 4:18 a.m. Okay, now back to what I was saying. I say I need to invest in knowledge. Basically, you cannot give what you don't have. When you invest in equipping yourself with knowledge that can't be gotten randomly, it enhances the quality of your content. When you're talking about a particular thing in your videos, you're not just giving surface knowledge, you are giving that in-depth analysis, in-depth explanation, and that is true value when you give what someone can't get anywhere else. So that value is truly essential. So books, I've made up, I've made it a personal objective for myself this year to read as many books as possible, to consume as many books as possible in area that I want to be the best in. Spiritual books, finance books, self-help book, anything that's going to help me achieve my goals, achieve the plans that I set for myself this year. And it's kind of funny because I titled this video Succeed or Go Rogue. So the first thing I need to explain is, what does success mean to you as a person? I ask myself, what does success mean to me? Another person To another person, success could mean more money. It could mean freedom. It could mean a lavish lifestyle. But it varies. What success means to Mr. A could be different for what success means to Mr. B. So I understand what success means to me. Success means the freedom to do what I want when I want it, and the ability to just have autonomy over my life, to be able to not have restraint to doing things. Freedom in every area when it comes to finances, the ability to have enough to live in abundance, not having a scarcity mentality. So success, just basically, in summary, the attainment of a worthy goal. That's just the way I see it. Attaining the worthy goal that I set for myself. Okay, the goal of being a good person, of being financially free. So basically, that's so success in that area is very important. So let's talk about the books that we are going to be reading this year. So I created a list of books that I plan to read this year, but this is not the exhaustive list. This is just a few of the books, like the few books that I just want to read this year. One of them, the one I want to start with, is this particular book because this title intrigued me a lot because 168 hours is just a very intriguing title, because we all know we have 24 hours in a day, but what most people don't realize is that we have 168 hours in a week. When you do 24 times 7, 168 hours in a week. And when you do a deep analysis of how you use your time, you'll be surprised that we have more time than we think we do. But when we are not intentional about how we use our time, those times tends to pass us by so rapidly. So I want to read this book in order to, you know, gain a more deep analysis on how I use my 168 hours in a week, and just learn a lot about time management. Basically, just want to learn more about time management. Read this book. After that, I plan to read Unfair Advantage by Robert Kiyosaki. Just learn a lot. Now, this Millionaire Fast Lane, I read this book in the year 2023. It's a very amazing book. I intend to read it again this year. Also, this book, The 4 Hour Work Week, I've heard about it. I want to read about it this year. Also, there's Understanding Your Potential by Miles Monroe. These are just few of the books I intend to read this year. More and more is coming. I'm not, like I said, this is not an exhaustive list. I'm still going to add more books, but just initially, just to start, I want to start with these books to and hopefully progress from there. Now let's go to courses. The course I plan to take this year. You like you know me already. I'm a learning machine. I love learning. I love gathering resources. I love investing in knowledge. I actually have a, a dedicated hard drive that I bought for saving my the courses, online courses, and a lot of learning materials that I have on there. So one of the things I plan to take this year to help my content creation journey, and one of it is this course, Magnet Media course. I've actually taken the old course of Magnet Media. I took the course, very excellently produced course, very informative, very helpful. But I got my hands on the updated course and I plan to take it this year. Now, Ultimate Editors course, I started this course last year during the around last year, November, December. I used it to take Ultimate Editors course, but I'm not done with it yet. So I want to continue with the course this year, Ultimate Editors course, the Magnet Media course, then Financial Analyst course. I actually took this course several years ago, but I just want to refresh my knowledge, my understanding on what it means to be a financial analyst to help in my work. So financial analyst course. Then also this Wavy Boy AI Studio course. I've actually found this course online, and um you know because of the my agency that I say agency Mindwave Studio. I just want to take this course in order to help me, take that studio to the next level. So just teach about AI, how to have a creative AI agency and the rest. Then this Anthony Gallo's content creation course. I also want to take it. And these are just a few of the courses that I plan to take. I have lots more, lots of courses to take. Actually, let's go to this my planning Excel here under personal development goals. You can see right here for 2026, I set to read at least, this one is just an at least 10 personal development books, 10 online courses minimum, read 10 spiritual books, 10 books on finance. So, we have 4 quarters in the year. So hopefully in all this months, read one book in each of the three categories, and the rest. They're just some of the plans. So for the online courses, a lot of course to take like that. Now let's talk about Mindwave Studios. Well, Mindwave Studios, it's it's very different. Yeah. It's I don't know. Now let's talk about Mindwave Studios. Now Mindwave Studios, the video production agency that I'm kind of a part. I'm part of. I'm part of it. I act in the capacity of the chief content officer. So, Mindwave Studio, they produce all our YouTube videos, and it's my goal this year to build businesses. You know, I've a very particular goal of mine is to build something of lasting value. That is what I'm all about. Building something of lasting value is one of the reasons why I create evergreen YouTube videos, because it's not something that you just create today and in the next 2 weeks they become irrelevant. It's something that the relevance transcends time. It's relevant even 10 years after. So evergreen content, I am very particular about creating lasting value. So that's why we have Mindwave Studios to create our content. So right here, I just did should I say, an organizational chart of what I plan to do this year. I right here we have Mindwave Studios LLC, the video production agency, and under Mindwave Studio, we have Make Fortunes YouTube channel and Trailblaze Tech YouTube channel. So this is just a kind of organogram of what I plan to do. I plan to build businesses this year. Very particular about it. You know, we need to put structure to things, and I won't say I'm too young to build businesses. I plan to, just make things more structured. And right here, this is just a rough sketch. That this by no means the is by no means the ultimate plan or goal. So this was just a rough sketch that I did yesterday, just to because that's one thing about being a creative. A lot of ideas just run through your mind, and the best way to maintain your sanity or maintain your space is just to put those ideas down. Don't try and hide or hoard all those ideas in your head. Just find a way to just delineate it and put it down on the paper. And that's what I just did right here. So I plan to have, Mindwave Studio in the organogram is just like the video production agency of the whole company. I plan to also have an education agency, a consultancy agency, and another agency. I'm yet to figure it out. So I guess the way the thing is going to be structured is going to have like a parent company, a holding company, out of which a holding company that will serve like an umbrella for all the other agencies that are going to come up. So this agency, the holding company, I just came up with a name, but it's not fully developed yet. It's still in the planning phase. So under the holding company, we have the education agency, like I said, video production agency, consultancy agency, and one other agency, or many more agencies that I'm going to add later on. So the one that is in sight now, in view, that actually has a structure currently, is Mindwave Studios, the video production agency, which produces our videos on Make Fortunes and Trailblaze Tech. So I plan to just take the video to the next level. One of the reasons why I want to take this course on Wavy Boy AI Studio, to learn about how to make the studio very fully functional. Currently, we don't work with external clients. We only work with our two clients, Make Fortunes and Trailblaze Tech. Hopefully, when we scale our business, we would start working with external clients and generating more revenue. That's just it for Mindwave Studios. Now, for the first quarter of the year 2026, like I said, I hope to consume a whole lot of content this year, starting with books. I plan to read God's willing, by God's grace. I believe the grace has already been supplied. I plan to read a lot of books, because the truth of the matter is this: you cannot give what you don't have. In order to have something, you need to invest, you need to pay the price to sit down and learn. Learn by reading books, by taking online courses, and improving yourself in every area that you have been called to. Like Jim Rohn says that you may not be able to do all you find out. And that's normal. You may not be able to do all you find out, but you should find out all you can do. Very profound statement. So this year, I plan to find out all that I can do and do the best I can in that endeavor. I'm not called to do all things. I'm not called to be the master of every single craft out there, but the one or two areas that I'm being called to, it's my responsibility to make sure that I'm the best in that space, and I look onto mentors and people that are the top industry leaders in that space, and try to learn from them. I this year I just want to learn a lot. And this whole thing stands on time management. Basically, time management. If I'm not able to manage my time, just realize that, oh, before you know, it's already the end of the year and you're planning another next year. So I don't want that to be my story. That's why, first things first, I want to read a book on time management, how I can manage my time to make sure that I don't major in minor things and minor in major things. So the first quarter of the year, that's January, February, March, I plan to consume a lot of books, take a lot of online courses, because now it's very difficult to to shuffle building your own thing, building your own business, your own agency, while shuffling it with 9 to 5 work. And that's even one of the reasons I want to read this book, The 4 Hour Work Week. I guess it's okay, right here. He said The 4 Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss is about achieving a new rich lifestyle by creating automated passive income and not by working more but working smarter. So basically, I just want to work smarter this year because I'm going to be shuffling it with my 9 to 5 job to make sure that that one that one aspect does not rob me of succeeding in another area. So your 9 to 5 job should not stop you from succeeding in your other ventures. In this case, my business, building myself, personal development goals, and the rest. So currently, I want to start reading this book, and also let me talk a little about my spiritual goals. I set a goal to read the New Testament in 3 months. In the first quarter of this year, to read the New Testament, I've already started. I've mapped out everything from January to 31st of December to cover the entire New Testament, and hopefully, I stay consistent and I hopefully I stay consistent and I um achieve the goal, because I've when it comes to reading the New Testament or reading the Bible in a year, it's something that I've constantly feel that I set a goal, start the new year. Sometimes I join a group to to study the Bible. I stay consistent for a while and fail at the end. But this time around I expect to be more disciplined at it and give it my best shot. That's it. Okay. Personal development goals, financial goals also. Financial goals, I expect to hit my financial goals this year. No, for a very long time I've set a goal for $10,000 in a year. No, did I say 10,000? Sorry, scratch that. $100,000 in a year. And this year hopefully by the grace of God, I'm going to make more money than I have ever made before. The goal is financial freedom. That's it. Financial freedom, the ability to live off the income of your personally invested resources. You know, Trading time for money, it's a criminal trade. It's a bad trade. The best thing is to have passive income that pays you even when you are not working. So, if I'm able to attain financial freedom, I know hopefully I'll be able to quit my 9 to 5 job and focus on doing things that's creating something of lasting value. That's my ultimate goal. I want to create something of lasting value. So it's been a yapping section, but hopefully that's just my strategy, my plan for 2026, to just be a learning machine, to learn a lot, invest in personal development, invest in building myself, and do what is right. All right, thank you. So now on this channel, now let me talk about my goals for this channel. This channel is called Chronicles of Fortune. This channel is basically for me to document my content journey, the my my content journey on Make Fortunes and Trailblaze Tech. So I plan to create content every week on this particular channel, like to document my progress, how far I have come in achieving the goals that I set for the year, to just track my progress to know how far I have come, what remains for me, what can I start doing, what can I stop doing, where can I improve on, just to basically audit myself as I go along the way to make sure that 2026 does not end up being a does not end up like every other year. Hopefully, I want this year to be very different for good, you know, very different for good, basically. So, thank you. I guess that's it. Hopefully, create a new content or next week or a week after that. So, now for the content journey, for the content calendar, I am currently scripting a video. Here, this is it here. Okay, that's it. On Make Fortunes, I checked the stats yesterday. It was about 4 months since I last posted on Make Fortunes. And not because I don't have something to post, but like I said, you cannot give what you don't have, and I don't want to just push out mediocre content on that channel. I want the content on that channel to be of high value, to be very high quality, and that's why I've just been procrastinating. But hopefully this January, I want to push out this video how to start a business. The title I'm considering, probably the rise of lean startup in Nigeria. Just basically teaching people, educating the people on startup and how to start their business, how to start a successful business. That's just about it. So I'm currently on the scripting phase. I've not paid attention to it in a while, but this month I'll hopefully conclude the scripting, record, and edit. And one thing about this year, last year I didn't have the editing machine, but this year we have the editing machine. We got the editing machine October of last year, and so far so good. The laptop has been working fantastic. I've been able to um edit videos that before would take me a very long time because of the capacity of the system I was using before. But this time around, this system handles it well. When I'm talking about motion graphics and a lot of animation, I'm able to use it flawlessly without any form of hindrance. So the editing machine, like I said in my previous video, I see it as an investment. So hopefully the investment is going to pay off for me this year, and I'm going to create very high value content and hit my goal. So this goal of 10,000 subscribers I've not scratched it, I've not scraped it off my goal list. It's still there, but most important thing is that I'm putting systems in place to make sure that even when I hit this goal, I don't even know, because the system has already been in place and whatever goal fits in it. This particular, the goal of 50 million subscribers is just, all these are goals. 100k subscriber, 1 million subscriber, 10 million subscriber, 50 million subscriber. All these are individual goals. But when you build a very functional system, all these goals fit into the system. So they are being achieved regardless, because you have set in place systems that makes success inevitable. So thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Today's date is 4th of January 2026, and the time is 4:42 a.m. So bye. Thanks.